Hi, I'm Stuart.
I'm Chris.
And welcome to Sirennet Television. I like the way you do the hands, there's a bit of magic. But there's always magic at Sirennet. And you were out taking a peek at a K9 Ford Interceptor utility, which was built over by the gang at StarCar, with a whole range of product from us here at Sirennet.
Indeed. So through the magic of television, getting back to you on that one, get to see the full process that went into this thing. So starting it from the ground up, going from just a black utility all the way into proper ready for the road servicing for the K9 and the officer alike.
Right. So from woof woof, let's go have a look.
In the StarCar's galaxy, things move along at a very rapid pace. With the 2017 Ford utility that Travis is chugging away on, a lot of things have already been accomplished. On the front end, been dressed up with the Setina PB400, and for blasting away siren tones later down the road, a pair of our Sirennet SN SP1 speakers. Moving along through the Ford utility, the rest of the body looking very plain, but it'll be dressed up as things progress. And this is actually going to turn into a K9 transportation vehicle. So a lot of changes yet to come on the interior. Speaking of the interior, it is all stripped. So seats out of the way, headliner pulled down. So lots of things yet to come with the gang that is StarCars. On the back of the Ford utility headlight, in the inner edge of the housing, is where the twist lock hideaway from Code 3 easily installs. Before these go into place, to fill that twist lock position, there is a blank that's provided from Ford. So this little piece here is going to go out of the way. Once the hideaway is snapped in, wiring harness will follow through and route with the other harnesses for the factory reverse, tail, and brake lights, and Travis finishing up the epoxy sealing on the side, making everything nice and resistant to the elements. Another day here at StarCars brings along more change with the Ford utility K9 installation. On the PB400 from Setina, you'll notice that the siren speakers have been adjusted. So moving over to the far left, far right of the outer edges, and the brackets have now been bolted through the sides of the bumper versus the top. And what this change is allowing StarCars and the install team to do is have a better position for the upper front-facing light heads that have yet to come. So as you can see here, wiring harnesses from the light heads will be tied together and connected to the pigtails down below. When it comes to the accessories on the front bumper, StarCars does a fantastic job of adding quick connects, making the products and servicing in the future very simple and easy. So on the back of the SN SP1, both passenger and driver side, there is a 2-pin quick connect from the lead wires on the back of the speaker. That is then going to plug in, and once that is done, of course, they will seal up the connections, making it all weather resistant. So this allows for a quick connection between the two speakers. For the light heads above, the other pigtail harnesses here will be dressed up with quick connects, dressed up with a weather resistant finish to secure the harnesses, and then everything you see here will be secured up and behind the bumper and the grille. As the crew at StarCars progresses along with the K9 utility, another day here of installation, the Liberty 2 has been mounted onto the roof as well as the antennas. So on the interior of this vehicle, again making preparations for the big K9 cell yet to come, everything along the headliner needs to be finished as it needs to be remounted, because once the Havas is in there, it's not going to be re-accessible. So getting all the power distribution and wires tied together for all the electronics, Austin working away ferociously here with his power distribution system. Another day of installation, and Danny is wrenching away and working on the wiring midship on the vehicle with the center console. Austin's tools are down, and he is currently working on finishing up sealing the edges on the Havas K9 insert. With the fine hands of StarCars, here is the K9 utility in all its brilliance of accessorization, with a phenomenal lighting package rounding out 360 degrees of vibrant red, blue, and white, ready for the road package mixed in with the Whelen overhead Liberty 2, Code 3 chase lights in the side third windows for plenty of coverage midship, Code 3 inserts in the tail lights in the red and blue for a nice pop there. Ready for the road is the mirror beam package, and following suit into a really nicely lit up front end is a combination of wigwag and the halogen high beam, inserts in blue, white, red, white from our friends at Code 3 again, and then tying into another aspect of Ready for the Road is the Vertex from Whelen tied into the factory fog lights. Finishing off with the front end and its great products, Setina's PB400, Chase Code 3 lights in red, blue, and white flashing away in all their great power, and a set of speakers for a 200-watt Siren system. At the back of the utility, here is power distribution, all put together by Austin's fine hands. So a great way to have everything nice and organized and easy access for future servicing. Moving away from that, up into the corner behind the custom panel, that is where the CenCom amplifier is housed. And then on the back here, you can see plenty of room for cargo, yet with the K9 system from our friends at Havas, a great rear barrier keeping everything nice and contained. The Havas K9 insert is just that, a full midship replacement system built just for your four-legged friend. So starting it off, it includes a set of window barriers, followed by replacement door panels, replacing those of the factory. Moving on to the inside is a fully sealed and water-resistant system, so very easy to just hose right out for cleaning. There's a front entry door for the K9 should he need to get up into the area of the passenger and the driver, and it's further then accessorized with an LED dome light overhead for illumination, plenty of airflow, even replacement vent panels for the factory heating and cooling system running through the vehicle's roof. And on the passenger side, further accessories include an electronic 10-inch fan, and with the Ace K9 system all tying into this, it's electronically tied to a door popper, so auto actuation with the pager. When away from the vehicle, all you have to do is have the handy Ace K9 remote pager with you, hold the center button, and automatic door pop you have. For the two-legged officer in the Ford utility, here is your great command center, starting with a two-piece system for your MDT, following down to a Havas equipment console containing the Kenwood and Motorola radio, our control head for the Whelen Engineering CenCom Sapphire, easily controlling our lights and sirens, and when it comes to the four-legged officer, a great electronics control system here from Ace K9, tying into the Hot and Pop Pro. So this is going to control the vehicle's temperature, door pop system, monitoring your battery voltage, and even more. Lastly, the rocker switch down here for controlling the 10-inch fan on the passenger side. And there we have it, the 2017 Ford Utility Star Cars tuned K9 SUV.
I'm going to get into trouble for that, Wolf, I know that. But the most important thing is a great K9 vehicle.
I love it. It's got everything that you need, so perfectly tuned when it comes to the K9. So everything is there for him to be nice and safe, and then all those great features to be found within that whole cell. You couldn't ask for more.
Of course, it is very important when you're building a K9 vehicle that you have to take into account the K9. And that feature was included with all the respective safety features for the dog.
Of course, so that's where you get to see all the greatness of how that system is put together. So it's nice and clean on the inside with the pad on the bottom. There's no edges that you have to worry about. Right. But then when it comes to all the great safety features, you have the auto door pop for releasing properly. Sure. But if there is ever anything that happens with the vehicle, right, then the electronics are going to kick in. So that way it's going to climate control automatically, right, or with that, then the dog has a way to exit the vehicle in that case.
That's great. Well, again, a very nice build from the gang at Starcar.
Tremendous work.
Big shout out to Doug and the boys. I'm Stuart.
I'm Chris.
And you've been watching Sirennet Television. Thanks for watching.